The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Calvert County Communications and Media Relations Division. Commissioners Reports provides highlights from the Calvert County Board of County Commissioners, county government departments, and key government agencies. Commissioners Reports covers regional happenings affecting Calvert County citizens, upcoming community events, and news.
Hello, and welcome to Commissioners Reports. I'm your host, Daryl Baxter. In this week's Calvert County Board of Commissioners meeting, proclamations. The Calvert Alliance Against Substance Abuse is sponsoring a countywide impaired driving prevention campaign from December 1st, 2021 through January 2nd, 2022. The Designated Driver campaign provides a unique opportunity for Calvert County restaurants, clubs, bars, and civic/service organizations to join forces with the Calvert County Alliance Against Substance Abuse, local law enforcement, and Calvert County residents in promoting cooperative impaired driving prevention efforts. And it is essential that all Calvert County residents be aware of the importance of having a celebration plan in place, such as a designated driver, and understand that their participation can have an impact on reducing impaired driving crashes in Calvert County. Nelson Rice, highway equipment operator, Andrew Brown, naturalist for Parks and Recreation, and Michael Thomas of the Solid Waste Division were recognized for a combined 101 years of reliable and commendable public service. The Board of County Commissioners of Calvert County joins with the community, their co-workers, family, and friends in conveying best wishes for a long, healthy, and happy retirement. Appointments. Robert Denton of Technology Services was appointed to the Employee Recognition Committee. Charles Alves and Jeffrey Lewis were appointed to the Board of Library Trustees. Public hearing. Department of Public Works modification of the Calvert County Stormwater Management Ordinance. Calvert County was granted a National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, NPDES, Municipal Separate Storm Sewer Systems, MS4, Phase 2 permit on October 31, 2018. The MS4 permit requires Calvert County to meet 6 minimum control measures, MCM, including public education and outreach, public involvement and participation, illicit discharge detection and elimination, IDDE, construction site runoff control, post-construction runoff control. As part of the IDDE MCM, the county must adopt an ordinance allowing the screening, testing, correcting, and fining of illicit discharges into the storm drain systems. After receiving public comment, the BOCC closed the record and adopted the IDDE amendment to the Stormwater Management Ordinance. Awards. Corporal James Norton was selected as the November 2021 Employee of the Month. On October 16, 2021, a vehicle drove off the boat launch at Fishing Creek Marina and began sinking with the driver still inside. Corporal James Norton responded to the scene along with other Sheriff's Office deputies. Norton immediately began rescue efforts. He was able to help the driver exit the vehicle and get to a nearby bulkhead. Shortly after the successful rescue, the vehicle completely submerged in the creek. A life was saved because of Corporal Norton's quick thinking and courageous action. The ERC Pride and Quality Award. Thomas L. Moore was selected by the Employee Recognition Committee for the Pride and Quality Award for his vital role in the design, construction, and completion of the Ward Farm Roundabout. He met with contractors, scheduled construction phases, inspected contractor performance, and coordinated with utility companies to ensure the project ran smoothly. His on-site attendance saved approximately $100,000 in the redesign and/or change orders due to his knowledgeable background, responsive decision-making, and adapting to change promptly. Thomas's dedication to the project shall be recognized by all members of the community. New business. The Department of Finance and Budget, Board of Education request to increase fiscal year 2021's restricted budget. The Board of Education requested the BOCC's approval of the budget adjustments for federal awards and other programs that were not outlined in the BOE's operating budget in the fiscal year 2022. The BOCC deferred action on all but one of the Board of Education's budget adjustment requests until the December 21, 2021 BOCC meeting. The BOCC approved one of the Board of Education's budget adjustment requests of $200,000 related to updating the school access control points and security camera infrastructure. Department of Public Safety 2021 Hazard Mitigation Property Acquisition. The homeowners of 4 properties have applied to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, Hazard Mitigation Grant Program for property acquisition. As part of the FEMA application process for the acquisition program, the local political jurisdiction agrees to accept the responsibility to perform routine maintenance of the property. This routine maintenance includes keeping the vacant land clear of debris, garbage, and any vermin once the building has been demolished and the property has been stabilized and returned to a natural, unimproved state. Once the acquisition process has been completed and all project requirements are met and closed, the property may be titled back to the Homeowners Association, HOA, if one exists for the property. This occurs with the stipulation the land is to remain undeveloped in perpetuity. This then relieves the county of the maintenance requirements. The BOCC approved and signed the maintenance agreement. The Department of Planning and Zoning amended Planning Commission bylaws for review and action. Once a year, the Planning Commission reviews their operating documents, i.e. bylaws and rules of procedure, and adjustments as needed. During the 2021 annual meeting, staff indicated a need for both aforementioned documents to be updated and amended. The Planning Commission bylaws were last amended in 2018, and the rules of procedure were last amended in 2014, affirmed in 2015. Upon consensus from the Planning Commission relative to the proposed amendments to their bylaws, staff began the required 30-day public notice process containing a fair summary of the proposed amendments. And on October 15, 2021, said notice appeared in the newspaper. During their regularly scheduled meeting, the Planning Commission approved the amended bylaws. The BOCC approved staff's recommendation and approved the amended Planning Commission bylaws. Old business. The Office of the County Attorney. Presentation of the legislative requests. Calver County government departments, an individual commissioner, and the Compensation Review Board have submitted 7 requests for the board's consideration. Those that receive support from the majority will be presented to the senators and delegates representing Calver County. Request 1 authorizes an individual who is employed by a county or municipality in the state to perform marine contractor services while in the performance of duties of their employment, without having to obtain a marine contractor license under certain circumstances. Request 2 is a revenue reallocation request by the Department of Economic Development for a 5% hotel tax that applies to hotels and bed and breakfast establishments within Calver County that would support additional tourism and business development advertising statewide. Request 3 calls for an addition to the Code of Public Laws in Calver County to allow favoring county-based vendors over out-of-county vendors when awarding procurement contracts. Request 4 from the Department of Finance and Budget to request bond authority for the Calver County capital projects starting in fiscal year 2023. The request for bond authority is a placeholder until the board makes decisions regarding the fiscal year 2023 capital program and determines if any debt or refunding of debt is necessary to meet the community's needs. Request 5 from the Department of Finance and Budget and Technology Services are requesting a change of current legislation to allow for multi-year contracts for better flexibility with service provider contracts related to enterprise-wide finance and budget and technology services expenditures. Request 6 from the Board of County Commissioners are requesting to add Calvert County to the list of counties which the Department of Natural Resources may allow a person to hunt on each Sunday of the game bird and game mammal season in Calvert County, and authorizing the department to allow a person to hunt on public land designated for hunting by the department on Sunday in Calvert County. Request 7 from the Compensation Review Board to keep salaries flat for treasurer, sheriff, judges of the Orphans Court, county commissioners, county commissioner president, all county commissioners, state attorney, and Board of Education. The purpose of the presentation is to determine the board's support for the various requests and thereby define those items that will be presented to the senators and delegation. In a consent calendar, the Department of Community Resources In Hunger Warehouse Project Nelson Rice. Department of Community Resources Public Transportation FY 2022 Rideshare/Commuter Assistance Program Grant Agreement. The Department of Community Resources Public Transportation FY 2020 CARES Act Capital Grant Agreement. The Department of Finance and Budget Award Recommendation for Traffic Control Devices and Associated Materials. Department of Planning and Zoning proposed amendments to rules of procedure in the Calver County Board of Appeals were adopted. Presentations. The Department of Finance and Budget FY 2023 budget season. The Department of Finance and Budget provided the BOCC information on the FY 2023 operating budget process. February 8, 2022, staff will finalize numbers for staff recommended budget. March 22, 2022, a public hearing will be held for the staff recommended budget. April 5, 2022, staff will finalize numbers for the Commissioner's budget. May 17, 2022, a public hearing will be held for the Commissioner's budget. And finally, on June 7, 2022, the BOCC will adopt the FY 2023 budget. The Department of Technology Services. Procurement of a new software system for finance and budget resources. The Department of Technology Services researched numerous applications and determined that Workday best met the county's needs. Workday is a cloud-based software as a service, meaning that after the initial installation, there is a yearly subscription. The installation of Workday will be conducted by the consulting firm Collaborative Solutions. The start date is planned for January 3, 2022, and installation is expected to take 12 months. In addition, Workday will provide training on the system for county staff. For the first year, the cost for the Workday subscription is $219,959, and the training is $98,242. The implementation cost for Collaborative Solutions is $1,932,920. The total FY 2022 cost for both Workday and Collaborative Solutions is $2,251,121. Technology Services already has approved capital improvement funds for this project, so no additional FY 2022 funding is needed. The Workday subscription is for 10 years and the training support is for 5. The subsequent funding will be requested through the annual operational budgeting process in the amount of approximately $600,500 per year. Work session. The Department of Parks and Recreation Flag Ponds Nature Park Shoreline Erosion Work Session. The BOCC entered into a project agreement with the State of Maryland Department of Natural Resources, MD-DNR, for a no-interest loan to design and construct a living shoreline at Flag Ponds Nature Park. The design is complete and all permits have been received, with the bid documents for construction pending. This project only covers the first 500 feet of problematic shoreline. Future phases of the shoreline protection would extend approximately 6,000 feet south of the proposed project, ultimately protecting the entire shoreline of Flag Ponds Nature Park. Shoreline erosion threatens 2 freshwater ponds separated by a narrow beach dune system. A breach and intrusion of brackish water would essentially destroy the freshwater, aquatic, and wetland ecosystems. Duncan's Pond, approximately 9 acres, is the southernmost vulnerable pond. Richardson's Pond, approximately 28 acres, has a well-traveled boardwalk where visitors observe the unique freshwater pond ecology, while environmental education programs provide meaningful watershed experiences and field studies. The Flag Ponds Living Shoreline Project is a top priority based on the following criteria. Number 1, the high rate of erosion, over 6 feet per year. Number 2, the design protects approximately 500 linear feet of shoreline and creates approximately 10,000 square feet of marsh. And number 3, it is a public recreational area which maximizes its benefit to the surrounding communities. This project would mitigate the damage caused by flooding identified by the Calver County Flood Mitigation Plan, and would also be eligible to provide credits for the county's watershed implementation plan for sediment and nitrogen control. The BOCC viewed a micro-documentary on the Shoreline project, listened to public comment from local homeowners, and will consider future requirements on an as-needed basis. Public hearing. The Department of Public Works Highlands Homeowners Association HHOA request for a special tax district. Highlands Homeowners Association has petitioned the county to create a special tax district, assessing a special tax upon all improved properties in the Highlands community, both those in the town and in the county, to collect $211,061. This requires a one-time levy of $901.97 per improved lot. The collections would be used on behalf of the HHOA to fund the estimated cost of engineering residential connections for each improved lot to public sewer for the benefit of property owners within that subdivision. A public hearing was held December 14, 2021 at the Northeast Community Center to solicit public input regarding this request. The next regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of County Commissioners will be held December 21st, 2021 at 10 a.m. In other Calver County local news, the Calver County Redistricting Committee will hold a public meeting Monday, December 20th at 3 p.m. to consider options for the Calver County election districts. The meeting will be held at the Harriet E. Brown Community Center located at 901 Dares Beach Road in Prince Frederick. The public may attend either in person or virtually through Zoom at www.calvercountymd.gov/redistricting meeting. Participants may also dial in by phone toll-free at 888-475-4499 or 833-548-0276. Meeting ID 853-3920-0649. This will be the first of several meetings with additional opportunities for public participation. The meeting will be recorded and available to view on the county website at www.calvercountymd.gov and YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/CalverCountyGov. Redistricting is the process of changing election district boundaries. The Board of County Commissioners appoints a redistricting committee charged with reviewing the BOCC election districts and boundaries following the decennial census to account for population changes. The redistricting committee will consider public input on the current structure of the BOCC election districts and formulate a recommendation to the BOCC on whether to keep the current 3 election districts, increase the number of election districts, change how commissioners are elected, countywide or within their home election districts only, change how the president of the BOCC is elected, whether by registered voters for a 4-year term or by the BOCC each year. The Linda L. Kelly Animal Shelter is currently housing 110 animals. Pet owners are urged to be extra cautious during the holiday season. New sights, sounds, and people can cause pets to become overstressed and may prompt them to act out. To reduce stress on pets and ensure the safety of others, it is advised to secure pets when visitors are present. Ensure gates stay latched and doors remain closed when pets are outside to keep them from potentially escaping. If an animal does become loose, citizens should fill out a lost pet report online at www.calvercountyanimалshelter.com/lost. The Linda L. Kelly Animal Shelter will not take lost and found reports over the phone. It is also important for pet owners to remember that certain holiday foods, flowers, and plants can cause harm and in some cases can be deadly to pets if ingested. And that concludes our broadcast.
The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County government's Facebook page at facebook.com/CalvertCountyMD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/CalvertCountyGov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.